Blissful Heart channel. I am Desiree Lee, here to give you your weekly bliss fix for the week of November 7th to November 13th, 2016. Hi, welcome back. We're doing the energy read for this video. I want to first of all thank all of my subscribers. It means so much to me. Just your number in the subscriber list helps empower these readings. And you know, I love to read your comments, and I know I don't always respond to all of them, but I just really love to hear your shares. So thank you. I've actually written a list because I always come on here and just whatever, like I don't really plan other than maybe watching like an astrology video and setting the dates. But I'm going to be offering a 10% discount starting Friday, November 11th and going till Friday, November 25th. And so it's going to be a 10% discount on all of my readings. I do twin flame readings, I do soul work readings, I do all job readings, anything like life goals. You know, I'm a spiritual advisor, and you know, I can help with anything you need. Yeah, so just know that while my services are pretty general still, if there's a question that you want answered and you connect with the way I read, then I'm the reader for you, and I can help you with that. So anyway, it'll start this Friday, November 11th, 11/11, and it'll go until the 25th, right after Thanksgiving. So I hope that you will support me and also support yourself in getting a reading. And then I'm also going to be, I forgot to mention the winner of the free read last week. And I have a winner, Nook Dweller from Instagram, and I'm going to be getting her reading out soon. And I'm going to be offering another free reading this week through Instagram. So you have to follow me on Instagram at BlissFULLheart with 2 L's, and it's going to be #light service. And this is all about us sharing light and love on the planet. So you can take a picture of whatever it is. You don't have to actually take a picture of the person that you helped, but it's just going to be sharing different things that you've done to hone your skills as a being of light here to help the planet become a space of love. So I'm just looking for little stories, little snippets. Maybe it's like you gave someone a hug that you barely knew and you made their day, or you did some oracle reading for yourself and you learned to trust your intuition better, or it's just about self-development towards bettering the planet. And you know, those of you on the twin flame journey, this is more, you know, specific to you in terms of mission work, but I really think that this applies to everybody. We had a huge energy burst yesterday. It started Friday evening and it moved all through Saturday. And so, you know, whether or not you're a twin flame, it doesn't matter, right? You're a human being. And if you're watching these energy reads, you clearly are an active participant in making the world a better place. So #light service. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be doing an overall theme of the week. Now, in terms of like when I researched the astrology this week, it's pretty cool and mellow. Like, we don't have to worry about a whole lot. Like, it's going to be casual this week. Hallelujah, right? So we're just going to take a look at the overall theme of the week. What is the theme for November 7th to the 13th for the human collective? Ooh, how funny. This is so appropriate. Skill. This is all about harnessing skill, right? This is what I'm hashtagging for Instagram. So we have that as our theme, learning new skills. And then I'm using the Doreen Virtue Angel Therapy cards as the oracle cards today. And so the angels say, as the overall theme for November 7th to November 13th, their words of wisdom are, Archangel Michael, he's one of my favorites. You're working very closely with this powerful archangel who's protecting and guiding you. We are all so guided and blessed, and you know, there are no coincidences, there are no accidents. Everything that looks like it's something bad is actually something good. And so we are being protected this week. And I see that, you know, just in terms of like harnessing skill and trusting in yourself. Like, I'm feeling that the angels are more not only about like protecting you, but really trying to empower you and encourage you and support you so that you have the confidence to like move through trusting your skills that you're working on, that you're developing in terms of helping the planet or the people on the planet, right? So let's look at Monday, Tuesday. What is the tarot card for Monday, Tuesday, November 7th through the 13th? Ooh, Knight of Arrows, Hawk. This is like sharp wit, yeah? So we are going to be, yeah, I feel like it's like clarity of thoughts. And it's not, the king of arrows, which arrows are swords, okay? But it's the knight, which is more like, I think of almost like an apprentice. You've learned some things about yourself in these last 2 weeks, and especially this last week, in terms of how your thoughts can torment you, right? So I feel like we are getting this beautiful space of grace where we won't have to, where we're able to have more mental clarity, which is phenomenal, right? Okay, so then let's look at the Wednesday-Thursday card for the week. What is the Wednesday-Thursday card? Well, how ironic. We've got 2 of Arrows, which is, again, that mental conflict, and it came up last week. That just says to me that maybe some people didn't really finish what they had started last week. And then we have the Green Woman, which is like Empress, Goddess energy. So this is actually a beautiful card to have. And as I pull the cards, I'll get a little bit more clarity on the 2 of Arrows and Justice. I do feel there's something there. Okay, I'm gonna have to sit with that. Okay, so then for the weekend, we have the King of Stones. Awesome. So King of Stones is really like, it's the Pentacles. So it's an earth energy. And if we're in that king space, to me, I'm seeing like firm foundation and a lot of confidence. So then the supporting angel cards to go through the week for that Monday, Tuesday Hawk card, we have listen to your intuitive feelings. Your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. So again, this is going back to really strengthening our sense of intuition and confidence and trust in it. And then following this mental card, right? Because this is a message that's been coming through, is that we have to kind of go into our heart space, right? So the intuition is technically your third eye chakra, which is in the brain, right? But the mind is not the brain. And the intuition is strongly supported by your heart energy. So I am definitely kind of getting that message there in terms of dropping into the heart space. And then for the middle of the week, supporting the Green Woman and the 2 of Arrows. Oh, here it is. Cut your cords. Ask Archangel Michael, which he's our supporting angel of the week. Ask him to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. Exactly, yeah. Because last week we were talking about family and relationships and tribes and trying to cut those cords in that 2 of Arrows space, right? So definitely, interesting. Okay, and then for the weekend, supporting the King of Stones card, we have God Box. Write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put into a special container called a God Box as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help. I love this deck because they give you cool little tools like this. Like, you can get a special little box from Michael's, or it doesn't even have to be special, but I mean, make it special, whatever it is. And then you can write down any worries or concerns, and then you can do a little tiny like prayer when you put it in, just asking for it to be released or asking for some insight or clarity. And also, interestingly enough, this is going to help strengthen your intuition too, and trust and faith. Wow. Overall, it looks like a very like introspective week. We aren't even, I mean, every single card doesn't really even touch on interaction with others. This is all about self-healing and self-care and self-devotion. So I'm just going to sit for a minute and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I sat with the cards and I'm so glad I did. Every time I sit with them, I'm able to kind of get a bigger picture, right? Because you see me pull them right now, and like sometimes the message comes through immediately, and other times I have to sit with it for a minute. Because I channel, and so sometimes my first hit is more of an interpretation from just my experience with the cards, and then as I sit with it, I get more guidance from Spirit. Okay, so the overall theme of the week is like this strengthening of our skills. And, Spirit really does want us to work on building confidence and trust and faith in ourselves, in our intuition, and the gifts that we have to share. Did you know that every single being on this planet is uniquely designed to provide one specific thing? And that one specific thing that each person provides will bring them complete and total joy. Literally, like, be incredibly happy. And then simultaneously, they'll be bringing joy to others. How beautiful is that? So, you know, we weren't designed to work jobs we hate. And sometimes we get kind of trapped in that space. And so it's important to recognize that while you can, you can look for balance in life. You know, I have a job that I don't think is glorious, but it does help me pay my bills. And then I have like 2 or 3 other jobs. We have a choice. We can design our life. We just have to be fearless and have faith that we are being divinely guided and blessed. And Archangel Michael is here saying, yes, I am protecting you. I am guiding you. I want you to learn how to trust yourself. I want you to move forward in your life. I want you to live in joy. Yeah. And so, it's just interesting because these last 2 weeks have been very intense. This last week especially, we had that huge energetic upgrade on Friday night and Saturday. And, I'm sure that all of you, I know from comments, have been feeling a lot of just craziness in the mind, right? And honestly, I'm seeing now how that craziness in the mind was designed to try to push you into your heart, okay? To get out of the ego and separate it, because the mind will play tricks on you, the egoic mind. Now, the mind is helpful as well. In Kundalini Yoga, we have a positive mind, negative mind, and the neutral mind, which is still part of the mind, right? But it's also tapped into our inner guidance system or our higher consciousness. So the point is that, yeah, we are being asked to live from the heart and use the mind as a helpful tool, but not be a slave to it. And meditation is one way to help discipline the mind. And so then, this Knight of Arrows card, which I was seeing as like this keen intellect, yes, that's part of it. But it's also hawk-like vision, like having a clarity of sight. So what I'm kind of seeing is that there was a lot of karma being released this last week especially. And part of that energetic upgrade was like a freebie of karmic release, which like doesn't happen. Okay, this is a very unique and special time. Like I said last week, we are in a very special time in human existence. Okay, so we had this gift of getting a lot of things washed from our mind and a lot of things brought to the surface to really take a good look at in terms of our own self-healing and self-development. And so I kind of been seeing like the storm has passed, right? And now we can see everything clearly. Everything's been washed and cleaned by the rain. The clouds are gone. The sky is blue. Like we can see everything very clearly. And in that space, we're able to also connect with the divine and then connect with our inner self and, start to find that space of trust. I'm seeing that, there's like a residue of the mental craziness that's past, and that's where we get into Wednesday, Thursday with the 2 of Arrows and the green woman with the cut your cords, right? So the green woman is there to show the power of each person. And this is part of what the twin flames have been doing in terms of balancing male and female energies. And right now, the human collective is in a space of a lot of feminine energy. There's been an upsurge of feminine energy in both men and women, okay? This means it's an energy of intuition and of emotion and of sensuality and sexuality. But it's really about like self-love and nurturing energy, right? So we have the 2 cards. We have the green woman, the nurturing energy, with this 2 of Arrows, this injustice. And so what I'm sensing is there's been some fears, some mental conflict that has been really affecting your life, your relationships, your ability to receive love from others. And especially in terms of partnerships. Yes, this is more directed towards partnerships, but it can be with friends or family as well. So what this is really about is looking at those fears that are really causing you pain. And how beautiful and divine that we got the cut your cords right? So I'm seeing the cut your cords. I'm actually seeing like the cut your cords is there for with the 2 of arrows. And so we can just ask Archangel Michael, please cut any cords of fear that I have so that I may know peace and love in my heart. And we just ask for that support. We ask for that help, right? And I feel that when we have that prayer and that intention and we allow it to release, and I really recommend adding breath with that, using the power of an inhale and then letting it go. Just imagining all the fear washing away, yeah? And I mean, some of these cords you don't even know how long they've been there, but we do create cords when we create connections with people, right? And so we're just cutting all the cords of fear, cutting all the cords of lack or loss, and just allowing and asking for ourselves to be filled with love and peace and an inner knowing, a deep inner knowing that we're safe, that we're perfect, that we're whole, and that we're complete, yeah? And then I feel that that's when that green woman energy is going to appear, right? We cut the cords, and then we feel this liberation and this power and this strength, and we're able to create and manifest, because then as we move into the weekend, we've got the King of Stones, the wolf. And I always think of wolves as being so tribal and like family oriented. But they're survivors. I see them as survivors. I see them as having a direct connection with the moon, which is also female energy, and you can see that in the card here. And this is like firm foundations. This is like, to me, it's just like, I feel so safe. I feel so protected. I have no more fears, right? And we just cut them. And if you're watching this on Monday, you can cut your cords on Monday. You don't have to wait till Wednesday, Thursday. But this is just showing up as, the energy for the week. And I always tell people these can kind of blend and mix. Typically the weekends are pretty spot on though. And so after we cut these cords and we move into this energy of like feeling very safe and strong and confident, and we also have that divine feminine energy of the green woman. And then what we can do is, if we do still have any residual stuff, is put it into the God box, right? So what I'm seeing is that, yeah, we do cut the cords and we do feel a sense of relief. And when you're able to cut the emotional cords, then you're able to see it more as a mental thing, and then you can ask for help in getting that cleansed from your mind. We are on a journey, right? Much of the things we experience are karmic, and they go back many lives. And so, like I was saying earlier, we're in a very unique and rare time of special karmic release. It's easier to clear karma than it's ever been. And it can be as simple as asking and putting it in a little God box, making a tiny little ceremony or ritual for it, in allowing yourself to be healed by angels, by the divine. Just allowing and believing in this special infinite creator, this source that loves you endlessly and wants to see you happy. Just what a beautiful thought, right? That there's something bigger than us that has designed our life and wants us to find joy and live it fully, and then be of service to others. Like, pretty much that would be like the one-liner for life. So, gosh, I'm just getting such a sense of like beautiful healing energy this week. I love this 8 of Stones, this skill card from the beginning. I just see just a lot of devotional work, right? And so, like with my Instagram, I said light devotion, right? It's about devoting ourselves to the light, devoting ourselves to love, to God, right? Devoting ourselves to the greater good and trying to make the world a better place. Like, instead of complaining, like, be proactive, be the example, show people what it looks like to be in active service and love. And they'll want to know what you're doing, right? And, I get people that ask me that frequently, like, why are you so happy? It's like, oh, I do yoga and I teach and I love what I do. I love helping others. I love trying to improve other people's lives. There is no greater joy for me than helping somebody clear something and helping them take steps towards fulfilling their specific purpose. Again, we have this listen to your intuitive feelings. Like, every single person on this planet has the ability to be intuitive. each of you have an inner knowing. So love yourself this week. Try not to get too caught up in other people's stuff, especially my twin flame viewers right now. Like, and this is going to come up in my twin flame reading, but I just want to put it out there for here. Like, this Two of Arrows is you thinking about your twin. Like, cut those cords. Trust. Let it go. Move on. Like, take care of yourself. We are going to be supported. We are supported. We're always supported, but we're going to feel it. You know what I mean? We're going to feel it. We're going to cut those cords. We're going to start practicing our light work. We're going to start doing things that make us feel good. And when you help others, you help yourself, right? We are all mirrors to each other. When you help somebody clear something, you also are helping clear something in you. And this is one of the reasons why I love to teach, because it is very healing for me as well. So anyway, thank you so much for supporting my channel. Again, I'm going to have that 10% discount coming in from November 11th to the 25th if you want to get a reading with me. And if you want to try to get that free reading, you got to follow me on Instagram, #LightDevotion. I know some of you are like, I don't have Instagram. I'm so sorry, but that's just the way the game works. So maybe get an Instagram account. I love you all so much. I hope you have a beautiful week full of love and light. Mwah.